Okay, so there seems to be a fairly large number of people who say only creeps travel. Alright, and I'm one of those creeps because I don't spend money on motels and take the suggested routes that most sightseers take, staying on the trails and paying for them designated hotels and visiting the places that charge fees. You know, all the places that are like supposed to be like being established as like traditional trip points. All right, you're a creep if you move outside of them boundaries. If you explore areas that other people probably wouldn't want to call like a vacation spot, or just somewhere that, you know, nobody would normally explore or check out, and then hang out, you know, for a little bit more time than most other people spend in an area. You're hanging out in a certain area that you don't normally find people hanging out at. That makes you a creep. Alright, and it really seems unfair to portray people who live differently in that manner. They're the minority, so the majority of people can sit back and insult their lifestyle and have comfort in numbers in supporting their accusations. It's not fair, but that's how life is, right? I should be just only exploring this park and any trails attached to it. Don't go into any residential zones. Only show up when the businesses are open. God forbid you show up when they're closed. That's trespassing right there. Okay, going during like particular seasons, picking the proper designated season and to travel to certain areas. If you're there out of season, it's creepy. Okay, there's certain rules and guidelines that you must follow that other people have set for us. Most likely the people with the money and the power, and said, you know, these are the guidelines for traveling, and they portray it as much as they can in media and advertising at the locations. You know, these are the boundaries. Do not cross. Do not look on the other side of this wall. Okay, but that stuff seems so boring to me. I'm not interested in looking at what everybody else has seen. A lot of times I can go to YouTube and see these things that, you know, where the large crowds are at. And that seems like, you know, common to me. That it's like a lot of stuff that, you know, I expect to see it a certain way, and it ends up looking a certain way, and it's boring, right? Because traditional sightseeing places have to have like particular looks. There's really nothing that surprises me with them so much anymore. So I'm looking for oddities. I like to see things that are a little uncommon. Alright, uncommon things. And you have to go off the trail, you have to go to places that are uncommon to see the uncommonalities. But then at those uncommon places, that's where you start being called a creep. You see that people do live differently, and they call you a creep for pointing it out. all right, for observing their behaviors that they don't want for you to see. All right, they wall off the uncommon sightseeing areas as best they can. And it can be pretty difficult. You know, you got other people calling you a creep. That means that cops are going to get involved, because cops represent the people in a lot of ways. So that behavior eventually gets spilled into politics. And then politics turns to law. So it's a little windy. I'm going to stop.